In this video, let's understand policy-driven governance design principle. This design principle recommends using policy-driven governance instead of relying on manual monitoring and enforcement. So, as you know, Azure Policy is a cloud governance tool that helps you create, assign, and manage policies to enforce specific rules or configurations across your Azure environment. So think of it like having a automated security guard that checks everything, ensuring resource comply with the organization's requirements without any manual intervention here. So some of the examples you can take is that you require specific tags on the resources for cost tracking, or you want to allow only specific VM sizes to control costs and optimize resource usage, or you want to have encryption on all storage accounts to protect data, or you want to restrict which regions team can deploy resources in if you want to ensure compliance with data residency regulations like GDPR. You can go ahead and create the policy and assign them. So this some of the benefits of using these are like the rules are enforced uniformly across your environment, ensuring that compliance is never overlooked. And as the compliance is automatic, it reduces the need for manual checks and approvals here, and it reduces human errors by ensuring that only compliant configurations are deployed. And it is with this automatic enforcement, auditing becomes more straightforward and less time consuming. So these are some of the benefits. When we talk about policy-driven governance, we are focusing on using Azure Policy to create an environment where rules and standards are enforced automatically. Let's break down what the principle brings to the table here and why it's so effective in cloud management. So, so you have the policies. Now, where do you assign this and what's and the scopes you want to assign? You can apply policies at different levels, such as management groups or subscriptions or specific resource groups. This flexibility helps enforce governance across your entire organization, or you want to tailor rules to a specific teams or projects. So if you have a decentralized approach where you have a platform landing zone, a central IT team governing, and you have application landing zone for the specific teams, it is better to have few specific organization specific policies assigned at the policy level, at the management group level, instead of subscription. Because once if you create a subscription and give it to the application owner, you have to make that person as a subscription owner. So once he becomes a subscription owner, the owner has a right to override the policy. So if some policy is really important, then it is better to have that policy assigned to the management group scope so that the subscription owner cannot change it. The rest you can assign it to the subscription, and the application team will feel free to modify those policies to suit their needs. So, and you can also create remediation tasks. These Azure policies are not just policies which flags, but it can also remediate some non-compliant resources as well. So, for example, if the resource is missing a required tag, the policy can automatically apply it. If you are aware of your policy DC definition JSONs, you can apply, you can use like deploy if not exist effect to apply the missing tag for example. So you can perform remediation tasks as well. And also you can group multiple policies together into an initiative to enforce broader compliance requirements. Okay, this is useful for applying like comprehensive standards if you have like ensuring all deployed resources meet some specific security best practices. So you can create initiatives, and you can make use of the built-in and custom profiles. As Azure offers built-in policies that cover common governance needs. You can use them, or if you have any custom or specific organizational requirements, you can create custom policies. And also, you can integrate with Azure Blueprints, wherein you allowing you to deploy a preset, defined set of predefined set of resources and policies together. This is useful. Like if you want to spin up a compliant environment quickly, you can use a Azure Blueprint here. So cost control also, policies play a key role here where you can limit VM sizes, storage types, certain specific SKUs, and also, these guardrails are very important to prevent accidental over provisioning. I have seen people uh, unknowingly provisioning some very high cost resources. So, in the real world use cases, right, dev and test environments are there, and you prevent non-approved resources from being created in the development environment. Data sovereignty we talked about, and if you want to have a compliant dashboard, you can use a compliant dashboard in the Azure policy to get a clear view of which resources comply with your policies and which don't make it, making it easier to take corrective actions. So this is what this design principle talks about, where you can use policy-driven governance instead of manual control of resources. Thank you.